What's up, guys? This is Legacy Brick Studios, bringing you a brand new video on just the overall Star Wars news. There's been a lot going on this past week, that's why I'm making a video about it. But not much news in the Lego Star Wars universe. There's really not that much, except that the Yoda Chronicles are coming on Cartoon Network on May 29th, I think it is. I don't know if that's old or new news, but I just learned it today, so I thought I'd let you guys know. But a lot has happened in Star Wars, like I said, and I just want to give my personal thoughts and opinions that I think you guys might want to hear. First off, I think the first thing that happened was, this was about 2 weeks ago. Star Wars: The Clone Wars was canceled, and man, that's really a downer for the amount of time it was on the air on Cartoon Network. From the movie to the season finale of season 5, it's been a long way. The show has advanced so much in its technology and its storytelling, and if you watch season 1 and the Clone Wars movie and then you fast forward to the season 5 finale, there's so much of a difference. Just so much. They've really come a long way, and it's really a downer to see them leave. There was a preview release for season 6, and it's not really going to be season 6. They might put it on Blu-ray, DVD. They might air it somehow, or I heard people even wishing they might do a movie release, but I highly doubt that they're going to have a movie release on it. But the most likely thing is they'll release it to Blu-ray, DVD, maybe have it on StarWars.com. Bear with me, I'm really getting over a cold. But yeah, and it's really hard to see them go. And they've said they've done their best work for season 6. And when they announced it, I was like, what a relief, they're gonna have season 6. And then I figured out that Disney canceled it, and it's really hard to see it go. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. My voice is really weird today, because like I said, I'm getting over a cold. But yeah. Disney also said when they canceled it that they are starting a new animated series that hasn't been in the Star Wars universe, seen in the films, or just seen, period. So that could be The Old Republic, because we haven't seen it on TV or in a movie. It could be between episode 3 and episode 4, which they had talked about for a live action film before, but this is an animated series, so maybe it'll take place then to cover for the live action show. And maybe it's, right before episode 7 takes place, which I think that might be the most appropriate that Disney will use, somewhere between episode 6 and 7, because they want to get the hype up for episode 7. And this is the problem with Disney now. Disney thinks that it has to be all episode 7. It has to be all episode 7 for this new generation of fans, and it does not. If you get people interested in Star Wars, they will want to continue on their own to see what more lies ahead. That's why they canceled the Clone Wars, because it takes place in the prequel. This is a new generation, and they want to take it to episodes 7, 8, and 9, which they're going to do. And they're just trying to make money on it, and it irritates me. It really does. Because who knows what they're going to do with these movies. I'm afraid to see what they're going to do with them. I really am, because George Lucas isn't in control of it all now. He's just the creative guy who says, oh yeah, that'll work, but he's not in charge of it, and it really worries me for the fate of episodes 7, 8, 9. I have to say, this just coincides with the fact that they're probably postponing the Star Wars video game, Star Wars 1313. I wasn't really into that game when they announced it and they said they were working on it. I wasn't really like, oh, that's going to be a great game right at first. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that they haven't made a good Star Wars game in a long time, and that this could be the game. Well, I started believing that, and they postponed it, and then I got really upset. But they also were working on a game called Star Wars First Assault, and it was just going to be an Xbox Live release to the Xbox Live Arcade. It's going to start out small, but when the internet leaked pictures from the Xbox Live Arcade, somehow pictures got leaked from what was coming up with it, and a picture of the stuff for Star Wars First Assault came on. The cover art. This really buzzed around the internet really fast, and that was about, probably at the beginning of the year. Maybe even late 2012. Maybe like December or November 2012. And I got really excited for that game. I'm like, oh, this reminds me of Star Wars Battlefront. And Star Wars Battlefront, let me tell you, that was my favorite game, like, ever in history. Because I played it so much when I was younger. And it was the go-to game for me and my friends. It was awesome. And I always wondered and hoped that they would make a third game. They made 1 and 2, and 2 was phenomenal. It's still my favorite game. I don't play it anymore, but it just brings back great memories. Well, about 5 days ago, they announced this gaming insider thing called Cockatoo. They announced that they had footage, screenshots, and information detailing what Star Wars First Assault was. And I read all the articles. I'm still trying to keep up to date with everything that's coming out with it. Not too much has been coming out in the past 3 days, but I'm really hoping more stuff does. So, probably to finish this video off, I'm just gonna rant about that game. So, I hope you stick around to me ranting. I'm sorry if you don't enjoy when people rant, but here it comes. Just warning you. Okay. They announced that this game, it would be based off Star Wars Battlefront, and that this would be the precursor or predecessor or the game that comes before Star Wars Battlefront 3. That's right. They were going to make Star Wars Battlefront 3 after this game came out to see how much hype this got up with the audience, how many people bought it. And then you keep reading the article, keep reading it. It says it's about 16 players on a map. And, I watched the trailers. There's gameplay footage, and then there was a piece to the trailer that was going to come out with it. And the trailer piece, it looked amazing. It was a stormtrooper putting his helmet on through the eyes of the stormtrooper. It was great. Very great graphics on that. The gameplay, I was very surprised to see the graphics were good considering it was in the pre-alpha stage. And if you don't know what that is when the game it's like in the process of being made. It's almost kind of done. It's like in the middle of making the game, kind of in the middle, more to the beginning, if not middle. But the gameplay footage, it had great graphics, and I don't know if it was rendered yet or what, how far they were on it. They said pre-alpha, but that can vary. It was great graphics, great weapons, great everything. It was in first player form most of the time. There were 2, maybe 3 scenes where they weren't in first person, but I think the whole game would be first person. That's just my opinion. I think somebody else was watching, like on Halo, how you can do that. But yeah, the game itself looked a lot like Halo and Call of Duty. It really did, and it captured those aspects of those games, and it just looked awesome. It just reminded me of Star Wars Battlefront 3, and I really hope they make this game. I really hope that they make it, you guys buy it because it looks awesome, let me tell you. And that Star Wars Battlefront 3 can come after that, which everybody wants. Any Star Wars fan who has played Star Wars Battlefront 3 or Star Wars Battlefront 1, sorry, you'll know in these videos my tongue gets very twisted, but anybody who likes those games wants Battlefront 3. And that game was canceled numerous times. The public thought it was going to come out sometimes, but it wasn't. People thought Spark Unlimited was making it. They're not. They weren't. And it turned out to be Lost Planet 3. And everybody just kind of gave up after that. But I think after they realized how many people wanted it at that point, they started coming up with ideas of how to get it out there. And I'm so happy that that happened. But, you know, Disney, a lot of people say they're going to cancel the game because they're probably going to cancel Star Wars 1313. They postponed it. They didn't cancel it yet. But that's because it doesn't go with Episode 7. Star Wars Battlefront could go with Episode 7 if that's what they made it. I don't know about First Assault. Maybe they could just skip that, go right to Battlefront 3. But First Assault did look great. But if I have to sacrifice one of them, it would be First Assault because I really want Battlefront 3. Man, the weapons, how everything works, the stuff you can use. There's the thing called the repulsor. It just throws everything out of its way when you're the player. It's just awesome. It really looks great. Okay, I'm done ranting. Yeah. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Disney's gonna give up on all of this good stuff that's out there? The gameplay footage was from December, November, October. Who knows what it looks like now? It's almost done probably now. So that means, why would Disney just throw the game away? Well, Battlefront 3 was thrown away a few times. They said it was very much almost complete, 99%. I don't think it was 99%, I think it was 75%. That's probably where First Assault is right now. So they could throw it away, and I really hope they don't. First Assault started a Twitter. I don't know if it's fake. Nobody really does. But they said that an announcement is soon to be made, and that was about 5 days ago. So I'm waiting for that announcement if that account is not faked. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you really are into Battlefront 3, there's websites, there's online communities that are dedicated to finding information and somebody getting that game. There's a petition roaming around that has like 12,500 views. Yeah, so if you want Battlefront 3, there's stuff out there that you can join and become a part of in the fight for the game. Pretty cool how many people actually want the game. There is a market for it, and that's what Disney and LucasArts don't understand necessarily. But in this, you have to blame Disney, not LucasArts. Okay, one last thing. If you are like me and are upset that the Clone Wars was canceled, that probably 1313 will be postponed. And unfortunately, a First Assault might be postponed. If you don't want that to happen, though, do like I'm gonna do. Write Disney letters. That's what everybody has been saying. Write them letters. Don't email them. Just, if you're gonna, you can email them, but if you want to do the effect, give them letters. Because once you send them letters, it'll be easy going. If a lot of people do it, they'll acknowledge them, and they'll make us happy with what we want. And that's really what everybody wants. To just not toss Star Wars aside for what it might become. I'm afraid to say. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Disney isn't doing the wrong thing with all of this. But if they're going to cancel Battlefront 3, that will definitely be the wrong thing to do. Because if they cancel it, it probably will never come out again. That's just my thought. But But yeah, send them letters. That might do the trick. If enough people do them, they're gonna realize it. I'm doing that, so hopefully this works. Hopefully Disney listens to us. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you listened the whole way through, listen to all that ranting, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I'm sorry that I have a cold and you might not be able to understand everything I'm saying, but yeah, that's life. So, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe. I need more subscribers, guys. Once I hit maybe 150, 200, I'm going to try to become a YouTube partner. I have so many views. I have like 3,000 views. Now that might not be a lot to you guys, but it's a lot to me because I'm brand new to YouTube. But thanks for watching. As I already said, like for the 5th time, definitely subscribe, favorite, like, whatever. Definitely leave a comment though. Tell me what you want to see next from me, whatever it is. Like I said, I'm working on a mock. That's about it. That's about all I can tell you with that. It's not going to be huge. It's going to be more of a smaller clone base. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.